This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, The Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on The Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
The Jason Walker Show, broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Here's Jason Walker.
Hey, happy, what is it, Tuesday? Happy New Year. Welcome back, our first show of the new year. We had some sickness, we had some illness, we had some work, we had a whole lot of stuff going on. And great to be back, though, and looking forward to getting back in this chair every day moving forward for 2021. And we don't know what it's going to look like. We know last year sucked. We hope this year's better, right? In a variety of ways. You can watch live on Facebook. You can check it out on Twitter. You can also check it out on YouTube. You can listen live on Podbean, Network One Sports, TreasureStateRadio.com, and others as well. We got a big week coming up. Hopping right back into this work thing with, we're going to talk with Will Rasmussen later this week as we get set for the Montana Circuit Finals coming up in Kalispell this week. So we'll talk to Will Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to talk to Miss Rodeo Montana, Katie Lynn Krause. We will also check with, we got good stuff coming. This show is going to focus on the exact same stuff it always does. Sports, local and Montana sports for starts, and then it's just going to, wherever we go from there. Okay. You can also check us out at jasonwalkershow.com. That is our website. And we appreciate you tuning in. And it is good to be back. Like I said, we were dealing with some sickness a little bit, and that seems to be past us, so that's always a good thing, right? Let's see, what else had a good time over the holidays. And like I said, I know this is our first time home since then, but we had the kids home, the oldest ones, and Bob from the Army, and it was a little bit shorter than we'd hoped and we had wanted, but it was great to see him. He ended up driving back to Fort Riley, Kansas right after the first of the year. We also got to see the oldest daughter, Faith, and that was fun. She spent a whole week up here from Auburn visiting, so that was a good time. And then, of course, the little one, who's now sick, but not COVID. It's not COVID. Speaking of the COVID, and we'll dive back into that here as well. Numbers have been down, which is great across the state. And looking forward to, we have 439 new cases today, 1,067 deaths. That is always going to be unfortunate. And 187 currently in the hospital, 4,800 active cases, over 81,100 have recovered. 1,094 in Yellowstone, and that's the only one in big digits, as far as quadruple digits. Gallatin, Lewis and Clark actually second most right now. Lewis and Clark County is. But anyway, all right, so we are happy to be back, and like I said, got to see the kids a lot, which was super fun. The oldest, when they live away, it's always fun to see the new kids. Not the new kids, the old kids, but see them when they move away. And just see how much growth they have in, 6 months, a year, whatever it is. So if you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. And then, of course, the little one. All right. So we mentioned the sickness. We also had some work. So last Monday, I was up in Missoula doing basketball and then got sick after that. Not COVID, just a little bit of sickness. So got feeling better last week. We were actually going to be back on the show last Monday, but then some illness. But so got better. Then ended up going to Colorado on Friday. Drove down with three other dudes in a car. So there's four of us in a car. And oh, by the way, the Jason Walker Show is presented by Capital Collision Center. What would we be without Capital Collision Center? And here inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave, great sponsors. Anyway, we'll talk more about them in a sec. So, drove down to Ridgeway, Colorado. Actually, Ouray, Colorado, the area where they filmed True Grit. Now, had a great time. We'll talk about True Grit in a second. Had a great time at the Skijoring, San Juan Skijoring. It was cool. I've seen it. I know what Skijoring is. I knew what it was. But I got a chance to go down there and check it out and broadcast it on the Facebook and also on the Twitter. Not the Twitter. It was on Facebook and a couple other different places. But it had a good time with the rodeo coach, Brandon Edwards from Mesa, Colorado Mesa in Grand Junction. It's always going to be Mesa State to us. But it was a good time learning learning it, yes, but watching it in person. It was a good time. And we had a lot of fun. And we'll look at some of the, can see if I can get some of the pictures up there as we work on that. But it was super fun. And like I said, it's something I had never broadcasted before, but I can't wait to go back and do it again. Wow, it was so much fun. And I don't know how I'm struggling with the anyway, so you see what the Skijoring is. And you get to look at how many comments there were. There was over 30,000 views between the two different days, Saturday and Sunday. It was awesome. And it was a lot of fun. It was cold. No spectators were allowed. But what we did is, you've been to rodeos, you've been to, events where you hear the PA announcer, but you don't hear the radio or TV people. Well, we did it different. We let you hear in the arena. And it sounds like we're going to do that again next year. And I was invited back. How about that? Yes. People wanted Jason Walker back. I don't know why. The organizers, Sarah McConnell and her brother Richard and Tyler and everybody, that it was just a good time. So had fun and can't wait to get back and do it. And like I said, it's cold, but there's one of the winners actually is from Helena, the Open Division, Michael Miller. Not the insurance guy who brings us our fantastic phone calls every time, hotline, but and not the softball coach either. But it was none other than a Michael Miller. Now, what's really cool about Mike is he's won. He's won. He's awesome. And he won the Open Division, which is the fastest. It's wow. And if you know Skijoring, you know the Open Division. But it was Mike's from Helena, and he is an active Army. So appreciate him for his thank him for his service. But he was fun. He was a lot of fun. And those guys, I had never hung out with Skijoring people before. It's like cowboys meet hippies. Seriously. And it's fun. It's a good time. And had a great time down there in Ouray, Colorado. The event was in Ridgeway, Colorado. And it was super, super awesome. And they had $25,000 in added money, which they didn't even know until 3 weeks ago this thing was going to get put together. Now, here in Helena, we've had Skijoring before, usually in January, usually at the fairgrounds. Usually there's snow. There hasn't been snow the last couple of years, so no Skijoring at the fairgrounds in Helena. But I know Lincoln's got a big one. I'm not sure if this year we're going to have Skijoring in Montana. Whitefish, Red Lodge, Bozeman always has a good one as well. So looking forward to hopefully doing some more of that. It was good time, and the TV crew guys, man, they were fun. Camera guys are fun to hang out with, and And it was just a long I mean, it was 13 and a half hours one way in a vehicle with 4 dudes. So you can imagine. Friday was fun on the way down. We were all tired coming back yesterday, but we had a great time down there. And like I said, can't wait to get back. Now, I mentioned Ouray, Colorado, Ridgway, Colorado, the home, the area where they filmed to me, the only True Grit movie, the original. Back in the 60s, I think, 1968 they filmed it, came out in 69, but John Wayne and Kim Darby, Glenn Campbell. We ate at the True Grit Cafe down there in Ouray, or Ridgway rather, but it is, man. It is True Grit Cafe. It is nothing but John Wayne everywhere. They actually have the gun and the vest that John Wayne wore in the movie True Grit hanging up in the True Grit Cafe down there in Ridgway, Colorado. By the way, if anybody knows, just you can private message me or call, text, whatever, email as well. Why does Ridgway, Colorado only have it's not spelled right, right? It's Ridgway without the E in the middle. And nobody that I talked to could figure it out. So that'd be cool if we could get that. If somebody knows why Ridgway, Colorado is spelled without its E. I'm just saying, it's different. It's definitely different. There's no question about that, my friends. I know we talked a little bit about when we came back from Christmas break, we were going to have some new designs. We're still working on a couple of things in the studio here in the Major Mortgage Man Cave. We hopefully by this summer may have something really cool going on. You're going to want to stick around for that. Plus, you're just going to want to stick around for this show anyway. We're trying new camera angles, well, at least one. But can't wait to talk to some great guests coming up this week as well, and next week too. Next week, I'll give you a heads up. We are going to have Governor Greg Gianforte on coming up, or Gianforte, and that'll be next week. And lots of great sports stuff as well. And you can weigh in on this show anytime you want. If you want to talk sports, you want to talk pop culture, politics, whatever, you are welcome to weigh in on this show. And the number is out there, 209-1267. So, and you can tweet us, email us anytime that you so choose, because this is your show as well. A little bit later, we're going to go over through the 406mtsports.com, their first power rankings of the year for high school basketball. High school basketball got started last week, which is awesome. And college basketball continues as well. And we're also going to talk other stuff as well. But anyway, that came up or we'll talk about that. Also, don't forget today, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Normally on Mondays, we do it on Tuesday occasionally. It'll be back on Monday next week. But if you have a nomination for the Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, feel free to get it in at Jaywalker Sports on the Twitter. You can email us, Jason at JasonWalkerShow.com. You can also text, Facebook, and call us as well. Got some great nominations coming up as part of that. So looking forward to a fantastic 2021. And this show is the same. It's your show as much as it is mine. Like I said, my name's on it, but you guys are feel free to weigh in anytime that you so choose. We've got high school basketball, we've got college basketball going on right now, wrestling as well, and looking forward to. I mean, we're going to have allegedly a busy next few months in the sports world, and I can't wait to get going on it and chatting about all of it. So, all right, there you go. Okay, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to talk rankings. We're going to talk basketball. Also, don't forget your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. We'll talk about that coming up a little bit later on as well. Jason Walker Show is great sponsors, and one of them is our presenting sponsor, Capital Collision Center. Montana state law says it is your vehicle. It is your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. And, you know, vehicles are complicated. There's no question about that, especially today. They're not like the old days where they lasted forever. These vehicles are complicated. They're electronic. And Capital Collision Center knows how to fix it. If you are in a wreck, you have something going on, get to Capital Collision Center, and they will take care of it. The customer service, unparalleled. It is unmatched anywhere. And we have used Capital Collision Center here on the Jason Walker Show. The customer service, like I said, they're going to tell you what your vehicle is doing, where it is during the process of getting it fixed, and much, much more. And only Capital Collision Center does that. So get a hold of them in Helena today. Coming right back, we'll talk basketball rankings next here on The Jason Walker Show.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Store-wide savings are what you...
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. Fall is officially here, and now's the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Welcome back, Jason Walker Show on a Tuesday, presented by Capital Collision Center. Hanging out, as always, in the Major Mortgage Man Cave. I'm trying to do my best to stay away from stuff that gets people angry, upset, especially me. Oh, goodness. We've got your Auto Contest Performance of the Week still to come, so get those nominees in. Got some great ones rolling in already from the weekend in high school basketball and wrestling and much, much more. And we will get to some of those. Also, we'll tell you who our Auto Contest Performance of the Week is going to be. If it's one of yours, that's what we're gonna figure it out. All right, so high school basketball got started last week, and I know it was about a month late, and everybody is okay. Everybody's living, everybody's just we're here, and nice to see kids back on the floor and on the mats. There's in the pools too, but definitely nothing like it. And the first 406mtsports.com power polls are out. We'll start with the girls in the rankings for after 1 week. Here's what you got. You have the Hellgate girls at number 1, Capital 2-1, the defending state champs, co-champs, West 2-0, Great Falls 2-0, Sentinel 2-0. And remember, they're only playing non-conference games. So there's your AA girls top 5. Class A, Central from Billings, Hardin, Havre, Columbia Falls, and Laurel. Class B girls top 10. Big Timber sits number 1, Colstrip 2, Anaconda 3. And then you have Loyola and Malton the top 5. The rest of the top 10 from 6th to 10th, Forsyth, Fairfield, Eureka, Whitehall, and Thompson Falls. And in Class C, Roy Winifred, Fort Benton, along with Melstone. They've already played 4 games in Class C. They aren't wasting any time making up for games. Roy Winifred, Fort Benton, Melstone. Turner, the Turner Tornadoes, back in the top 5. Valier, number 5. Saco, Whitewater, Hinsdale, Belt Circle, Sealy Swan, and Charlotte. That's your girls. On the boys' side, Sentinel, which hasn't lost, or Hellgate, or Sentinel's 2-0. Well, let's try that one again. Here we go. It's been a couple weeks. 3-2-1. Sentinel number 1, Hellgate number 2. Hellgate hasn't lost in like 20-some straight games. Great Falls High, Bozeman, Skyview. That's your top 5 in AA. Class A, Billings Central, Hardin, Frenchtown, Dillon, Ronan. In Class B, Lodgegrass, Shelby, Deer Lodge, Manhattan, Huntley. And then you have Fairfield, Malta, Harlem, Big Fork, and Florence Carlton. The Class C is Scobie, Manhattan Christian, Twin Bridges, Chinook, Belt. And then 6 through 10 in Class C boys, Floyd Lake, Fort Benton, Melstone, Fairview, and Valley Christian. So a lot of these schools already with 2 or 3 games under their belt, and trying to get to as many games the conference as you can, and they are, which is cool, because it's nice to have sports to talk about, right? It's nice to have sports to talk about. So there's your high school power rankings in Class AA, boys and girls, A, B, and C as well. Okay. Let's throw out some of the nominations we're getting in, and some of these are mine. Let's see. Billy Kelly with 16. Butte with a big win. Jake Olson had 13. Big win over Helena last Saturday. Let's see. Cavi Lawrence, Beckett Arthur, each with 17. As Hellgate got its 26th consecutive win. Ty Hughes, 25. Jackson Basie, 16. Bozeman beat Skyview. Hughes was 7 of 11 from the floor and 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. Skyview had Cameron Ketchum pour in 21, a couple others in double figures. Let's see here. 20 points for Gabe Hattler and Tegan Maloney as West beat Gallatin. And let's see here. Eli Hunter with 21 for Gallatin. Levi Torgerson, Reed Harris, couple of threes. And Great Falls beat Senior. Drew Lyman with 16. That kid's good. And we know how good Matt Wyman was at Carroll. They say Drew's better. He's definitely a better shooter. He had 16. Torgerson had 15 in that one. Junior Bergen and Jackson Berkeley each had 17 for Senior. There's some other good ones. Let's see here. So we pour in some of the big names, big buckets. Ezra Epperly with a great game winner to get a big win for Flathead. Beat Big Sky. Class A, that's just double A, remember? Class A, we're looking at 25 for Royce Robinson. Billings Central's Block Bladder had led 4. That's a good name. That's a real good name. Block Bladder. And Billings Central is actually, so a lot of these schools, some of these schools are playing non-conference games. Double A is playing playing conference only. Billings Central went down to Wyoming and picked up a couple of wins over Buffalo. Let's see here. 21 for Cole Truman for Dillon. Dougie Peoples had 23 for the Butte Central. Let's see. 15 each. Caden Williams, TJ Anderson for Libby, rather. Jesse Carlson led Browning with 14. It's great to see Browning being able to play basketball, playing sports once again. Let's see, 23 points for Logan Leck, 20 for Rhett Reynolds and Shelby with a big win over Great Falls Central. Let's see, anybody else in the big doubles? Let's see, 21 for Trent McMaster for Jefferson in a 20-point blowout of Big Timber. That's a big, big win. 17 for Joe Visser as well. Let's see here. Corby Mann, a double-double, 12 points. 16 rebounds. That's pretty impressive there, too. Eli Saltenberg and Landon Hurley had 21 to lead Anaconda. Loyola, Will Burns with 21 on Saturday as well. 22 for Nathan Schrader. As you look at just some of them, 23, Hayden Lockey for Circle. As you move down, wow, here's a good one. Tyler Campbell, 27, Bryce Grebe, 23 for Millstone. Grebe, we know how good that family is. Caden Smirkers, 26. Carter McDowell, 24. Sims with a nearly 40-point win. Some good ones. Giamo Ferrasi. Ferrasi? He's had 20. Ferrasi. It's good. That's good. 20 for Riley Reimer for Valley Christian. Aiden Fischel with 21 for Scobie. They won 80-26 over Class B Glasgow. Let's see here. 22 points for Carson Callison and 20 for Aaron Waddle to lead Alberton Superior. And, yeah, good stuff. 26, Porter Creeder from Jordan. Wow. I'm going to learn how to talk at some point, maybe by the end of the week. Keely Halland Halland. CJI with 23 points. Good stuff. That's just the boys. We didn't even get to the girls. Yeah, there was some good scoring there, too. Emily Williams led Bozeman with 17. Let's see. Hallie Thompson with 13 for Great Falls. 16 for Allie Cummings in a loss for the Billings Senior Bronx for the women. Let's see. Good stuff. Alex Bullock, 14 for Helena, got the first win for Ben Dudek over the weekend. 17 for Cody Hoagland of Butte in that one. So, good ones. Maya Hansen, Isabel Erickson each had a double-double. How about that for Billings Central? They were also the girls down in Wyoming. Hansen had 20 points, 10 rebounds. Erickson, 10 points, 10 boards. I mean, that's just awesome. Let's see. Cooper Page for St. Ignatius with 15. Just fun, just good stuff. How about this, though? Cheyenne Crass, 35, second consecutive 35-point game for Turner as they got past CJI. Dakota, her sister, Dakota Crass, had 16. 35 and 16. Turner, 3-0. And they've won by an average of, 20, almost 30 points per game? Wow. Oh, I'm sorry. They've won by almost 20. Cheyenne Crass is averaging 29.7 points a game. She had 35 twice. That's going to get it up there. Dylan Popspisil, and I know how to pronounce that because Ellie Popspisil ran at the Skijoring over the weekend, so I know how to pronounce Popspisil. Sometimes I know how to pronounce it. Pospisil. Yeah. Anyway, she had 14 in a win. So, the high scoring though of the weekend, Jared Pardee of Ekalak had 37. We mentioned Cheyenne Crass. Risa Wirtz had 35. Matt Kaiser of Twin Bridges had 32. Ethan Bell 30 from Chinook. Those are your 30-point scorers. And there was a whole list of 20-point scorers, boys and girls, over the weekend. So good stuff. Those are just some of the nominees that we have for our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, which is on the way a little bit later on in the show. So there you go. Got this confirmed just now. Next week, is it Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday. We will talk to Marlon Hargis of Exile, the old band. He will join us. Remember Exile? You've got to, I Want to Kiss You All Over. So he will join us next Tuesday. And looking forward to chatting with Marlon Hargis of Exile. Also, we're going to get to talk to Allie Colleen in about a month and a half. Now, Allie Colleen, that's what she goes by. Her full name is Allie Colleen Brooks. Her dad is a pretty good artist in country music. And it's not the dude from Brooks and Dunn. Allie Colleen Brooks is Garth's daughter, and she will join us later this spring or winter as she's got a new album coming out. So, and she's fantastic. So we are gonna talk politics, or not? Well, hopefully after next week, we're not talking politics a lot at all. We'll have governors and senators join us though, because why not? But we also realize that this show is a lot about pop culture and sports. So everything that's flown in this show is going to continue. As you know it for the last year, it's going to continue into the future, because I applied for a job. I don't think I got it. Doesn't look like I haven't heard back, and it's been about a month, so I don't think I got it. That would have been fun though. But I love this. I love doing what we're doing and having you along for the ride. Makes it so much fun for me. All right. We're going to do your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. We have on this day in history, the walk-off still to come, and a whole lot more. You know, when we have guests, which is a lot usually, just today is just one of those weird random days that we don't normally have a guest. But when we do, it is brought to you by Mike Miller State Farm. Now, Mike, he understands it's not just a home or a car. It's all that time that you saved for your Ultra HD flat screen. I had to go buy the TV crew, not my money, to use their money, but I had to go buy the TV crew a new television because it broke on the way down to Colorado last week. the one in the truck that they need to see, the big monitor. Anyway, so got a new flat screen, but you work overtime as well sometimes as a parent to help out a child maybe with a car. Well, insurance companies see them as a bundle or a combo. State Farm agent Mike Miller sees your home and car as things you work really, really hard for. Mike understands what your things really mean to you, and he's here to help you give them the protection they deserve. Talk to State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena for your home and auto insurance today. This last segment brought to you by our great friends over at Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home. Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Coming right back here on The Jason Walker Show.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918. Or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back. Final segment here on a Tuesday. We'll be back more tomorrow, as always. Looks like we're going to talk to Katie Lynn Krause, Miss Rodeo Montana tomorrow. Wednesday, or tomorrow, that's tomorrow. Thursday, we're going to talk to announcer Will Rasmussen, get set for the circuit finals. I may or may not be up there this weekend in Kalispell at the Montana Circuit Finals. It would be really cool to get up there. I actually have never gotten to go because I was always doing basketball. So... over the weekends. So it was hard for me to make it to the rodeo, but I'm going to definitely try this weekend. So, so congratulations, Riley Corcoran and Jordy Hansen, the Montana Sportscaster and Sports Writer of the Year from the National Sports Media Association. And yes, that is something I get to vote on, and it's cool. So Jordy, who's been on this show a ton, got his first award, and it's very, very cool for him. And we're going to talk to him, obviously, more probably later next week. And let's see, what am I seeing here? Okay, let's we on this day in history coming up. Also, more nominations coming in for your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Did I see a couple more float in? I did, and these were some girls. I didn't get any wrestling nominations, which surprises me. But J.C. Erickson, Kia Wasson each had 17. Let's see, who do they play for? Seiko Whitewater Hinsdale. That's a pretty good basketball team. Let's see, got another one go to Jaden Miller and Hallie Neibauer, each had 14 for Chinook. A 58-9 win. Wow. Win. That's nuts. Let's see. Did I get any more? Yep. Gracie Leckvold, 25 points. The team had 20. Wow. Let me try. Seriously, I told you we had some issues, sickness last week, including an eye infection. That's why I'm wearing the glasses. Gracie Leckvold for Scobie had 25 points. Scobie Spartans won over Glasgow 33-29. So she did most of the work. Kenzie Hiram 22 for White Sulphur Springs. So, and then 22 for Morgan Fairchild. That is not the actress Morgan Fairchild. I'm guessing. I'm just guessing. Remember Morgan Fairchild? Oh, man, do we? Anyway. All right. Lost a ton of, in the last 3 weeks. Well, really, let's just say in the last 2 weeks, I have lost nearly 100 people off Twitter. Nope, that's true. Guess why? Because I did. It's going to be an interesting next week and a half. It's going to be an interesting next couple of years. But we're going to have fun here on the Jason Walker Show. There's no question about that. I did want to get to, what did I see? Let me see if I can find it again. I saw something really cool, and now I can't even remember where I put it. But we were talking about the Sportscaster and Sports Writer of the Year. So Jordy Hansen, congratulations on that. Oh, here it is, the wrestling. Providence and Northern wrestling duel has been postponed. They were supposed to wrestle tomorrow. It was announced today. They're going to try to reschedule it. This looks like it is on the Providence side, I believe. So Steve Comack, the head coach, they want to reschedule it, and obviously, why not? I mean, your greatest competition is within your own state, for the most part, with Northern. I mean, Northern and Providence wrestling, unbelievably good. They're seriously so good. Love watching those guys wrestle, and gals too. Now, as at Providence. We didn't get a chance to talk about this last week because we were gone, but Jeff Choate staying at Montana State. Look, he's not going to be there much longer. If you want Montana State to succeed and you want Montana State to contend for national titles every year, Jeff Choate's not going to be your coach all the moving forward very long. If Bobcats have as much success as they have been the last few years, Choate's not going to be there. And Boise State, that was a big one because he loved that area, and he was wanted bad by a lot of people at Boise State. Remember last year about this time, he was people thought he was going to go to Washington State. Jeff Choate, now he could surprise everybody and just say, "Look, I appreciate the all the attention that I get, but I'm going to stay in Bozeman." But I don't think that's going to happen. I think Jeff Choate in the next, well, it depends on how well the team does, first and foremost. But in the next 3 years, Jeff Choate will not be at Montana State much longer. That he's good. He's good. He's a great coach, and it was, it's cool to see the guy you root for have people come calling, but. As a fan, at the same time, it's unnerving because you don't want him to go anywhere. I mean, the Choate family's great. They've done a great job in Bozeman, and people in the Big Sky love him. And he wins. He started winning. The first year was a struggle, but as it usually is for most. But here he is, and back in the playoffs, and last year making was it 2019 now, we say? Has it really been that long? We're in 2021, and it still feels like 2020. But, yeah. Anyway, so there you go. And supposedly we're having a football season. Coming up this spring. Now, are a lot of the big name players going to play? That's another thing to think about at all levels, from college to high school, or not high school, college, NAI and Frontier, and then the Big Sky and some of these other FCS programs. Are we going to see a lot of these stars not playing? Which I'm told is going to be the case. Why play 6 games and then have to turn around and get ready to play in the season, in the fall? And Coach Choate was adamant about that. Let's not hope for a spring. Let's not plan on the spring so that we don't blow apart the fall season in 21. So, and I'm on Coach Choate's side on that one, definitely. All right, let's get to our Auto Contest Performance of the Week. How's that? Great nominations came in. Great nominations. And I'm going to, though, give it to our buddy Michael Miller from Helena. Not softball, not State Farm. Michael Miller, Skijoring. He won the Skijoring event down in the open event down in south of Grand Junction over the weekend in Ridgeway, Colorado at the San Juan Skijoring. And there was some great Montanans down there. Dennis Alverson from Livingston, his daughters actually won the novice division. Won some Phoebe and Fiona Alverson won as well, so I could throw them into that Auto Contest Performance of the Week. But there was some great Montanans competing at the San Juan Skijoring, and man, it was fun. It was cold in the mornings, but then it was a beautiful, just awesome, fun stuff. And taking a look at some of it, and like I said, the trying to use your words, Jason. I don't even know what I was trying to say there. Good Lord. All right. So anyway, there is our Auto Contest Performance of the Week. It is going to Michael Miller and the Alversons from Livingston. So Mike from Helena won the open division, and the Fiona and Phoebe Alverson, who won as well, the youngsters. And what a fun time it was. So this is actually Dennis, the dad, Alverson, pulling his partner, Josh Benda, and they blew a ski. But, yeah, let's see if we can get to another run here before we look at some of those views. It was good. It was good. It was fun. All right, on this day in history, and it is January something, I'm told. Bless me. That's, I told you, a little sickness, getting over it. Anyway, it is the January the 11th, or 12th. It's the 12th today. I wrote the 11th down on all my papers today that I was at meetings. Anyway, I'm here. I promise. I haven't drank anything. I don't do anything else. So, having some fun today. All right, where are we at? On this day in history, it is January the 12th, 2021. Is that right? Did I get that right? Okay. Today is National Kiss a Ginger Day. It is Curried Chicken Day, Marzipan Day, Pharmacist Day, and Shop for Travel Day. On this date in 1906, Football Rules Committee legalized the forward pass. 1918, a Montreal Canadiens center, Joe Malone, scored 5 goals in a win over Ottawa to become the first 20-goal scorer in NHL history. He would finish the year with 44. 1920, annual drafting of baseball players from the minor leagues to be done in inverse order, so worst to first, was approved to in 1920. So that's 100 years plus. 1946, NFL champs Cleveland Rams were given permission to move to L.A. 1958, NCAA would add the 2-point conversion to football. 1966, Red Auerbach, Boston Celtics coach, gets his 1,000th NBA career victory, including playoffs and regular season. In 1967, Louisville, Kentucky, draft board refuses to exempt Muhammad Ali. 1992, the highest-scoring NCAA basketball game. Troy State Trojans defeat DeVry Hoyas, the DeVry Hoyas, 258 to 149 in Troy, Alabama. 258 to 149. 1944, happy birthday, Joe Frazier. He passed away in 2011, but he was born on this date in 1944. Tom Dempsey, born on this date in 1947. He has the longest winning field goal kicked at 63. He was born in Milwaukee. He passed away last year. Dominique Wilkins' birthday is today, 1960. Also, Sporty Spice. Melanie Chisholm, born on this date in 1974, from the Spice Girls. Couple of other birthdays here. Is it ironic, or just how I mean, think about this. So here, listen to this. 2 people have a birthday today, 3 years apart. Rush Limbaugh and Howard Stern. They share a birthday. How about them apples? Affirmed passed away on this date in 2001, Triple Crown winner, born in 1975. And Keith Jackson died on this date in 2018. He's 89 when he passed away. But Keith Jackson, man, we miss him as announcers and just fans. We miss him. He was awesome. Let's see here. Let's get to this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
Had a great time. It's great to be back. Thank you. We are presented by Capital Collision Center. Great to be back in the chair. And exciting things coming up, both in the future soon and down the road. Can't wait to see where this show is going, and you guys you're the driving force. You're the ones that make this happen each and every day, and we have a great time. Don't forget to go to jasonwalkershow.com to download or re-listen or re-watch any show. Maybe not quite this one. Had a great time in Colorado, thanks to the hospitality of Ridgeway and Ouray, Colorado, the home of True Grit. Had a great time covering Skijoring. We'll talk more about it. There's no question. I'm a fan now. I am hooked. And had a great time down there, Colorado. We'll do it again tomorrow. Miss Rodeo, Montana, Katie Lynn Krause will join us. And we'll just throw in some surprises. How's that? Have yourself a great Tuesday. We'll see you back here tomorrow. We are presented by Capital Collision Center. It's the Jason Walker Show.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.